You can hear me now though, can't you? Yeah, I muted my mic so that I wouldn't like say anything during the intro stuff, and then I forgot to turn the mic back on. So that's what was going on there. Thank you for the heads up. Hello and thank you. All right. So yeah, hopefully everyone can hear me now. And I am giving this a shot. I have a little rum with me, just in my beautiful skull shot glass. I really love this thing. It's got like textures. Look at the textures. I mean, if you're gonna put skulls on something, you want to kind of be able to feel the skulls. Should I stop? Should I stop with that? I will. I know I just started, but I will be right back. I forgot to create a coming right back screen, so I'm gonna do my starting soon screen, and I will be right back. I just gotta grab something. And I'm back. And I remembered to turn the mic on this time. Symbiotically Geeky said, pet the shot glass a little more. Slower. Oh, yes. Yes. It got real creepy real quick in here, guys. I didn't plan that. So, yeah, this is like just a test sort of thing. I would like to keep it going because, you know, what else are we going to do? I was making my videos for the channel. I was doing my recordings. I was editing them. And it just so happens that, thank you, Mace, for welcoming me back. It just so happens that I am doing a lot of this sort of recording for my classes because I teach. And everything is online right now. All the classes are online. And I'm using all kinds of streaming services anyway. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I do some live stuff for my YouTube channel the way I'm doing for my classes? Because it just makes sense. And it took me a little while to get this all set up properly because there's actually a lot to doing the live YouTube streams. I don't know if you guys have ever tried this, but you have to download separate software and kind of set it up. And I wanted to get like the nice pretty backgrounds and intros and all that good stuff. So it took a little bit, but I figure the time I'm going to save on the editing is well worth it. Plus, like all my foibles and all of my mistakes and everything are recorded for all to see for future generations. So this is going to be fun. Mace is saying that the coronavirus sucks, and it does. It does indeed suck. I figure, you know, we could talk a bit about that kind of stuff. Maybe not today, but we'll be doing it on. I'm going to do this at least once a week. I'm thinking about doing like a scheduled once a week live chat. Probably won't let them go too long because I don't want to bore the crap out of you, but I definitely would like to do maybe at least one, maybe even more, depending on how well they go. So we got Phil's creepy videos. Hey, Candy Corn Apocalypse, hope you're doing well. I am, actually, believe it or not. Besides like this little headache that has just started right here. If I could just get gone. Maybe the alcohol will help. I don't know. Mace is quarantined because I was exposed. Oh man, really? You were exposed to it? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of self-quarantined anyway. I don't know for sure that I've been exposed, but I've just taken the precautions necessary. It seems the best idea if you can, and I know not everyone can do this, but I'm lucky enough to, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm lucky enough to be a teacher, college professor, adjunct. So, you know, I'm in one of those few professions where we were lucky enough to be able to just like shift everything online and just stick to that. So, you know, I know not everyone has that possibility, unfortunately. Hi, Lita. And Symbiotically Geeky says, these will go down in the annals of time. Annals? Oh, lordy. Maybe I should drink some of this now. Appleton rum. don't think it was the mixed one. It's not like a single origin or whatever, single barrel. I do like rum, although my brother started drinking a bunch of bourbon last year, and kind of liking the bourbon better now. But all I have on hand is the rum, so it is rum o'clock. Freaky Girls Live, hey, how you doing? Oh, Letizia, from Halloween Lovers Club. You're called the shopping addiction on here. How you doing? Oh man, this is already keeping up with the chat is going to be fun. Yeah, Symbiotically Geeky. Eric is going to work still, rotating between main location, backup center, so no shift sees another one. I mean, that's good. Kind of like, that must be weird too, though, is like just staggering the, not logins, but the time cards and everything, so people are just missing each other going in and out of the place. You know what? I'm going to be completely honest with you. For my taste, for my apocalyptic taste, it's not quite deserted enough when I go out. And I don't go out very often. I go maybe once every 2 weeks when I absolutely need to stock up on a few more provisions. And I'll go out to the store and I'll pick up as much stuff as I can. Like, I don't go crazy. I don't go hoarding months of stuff, but get enough so that I could do 2 weeks and not have to go out. And when I go out, I'm always expecting like a end of the world, apocalyptic-esque, just deserted streets that friggin', have like a little, what do they call it, the dust bunny thing. What the hell's it called? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It just floats across the street, and maybe there's like that one lone crow perched at the top of a dead tree, eating something that looks really gross. It's not like that, though. I go out, and there are people out, and there are cars everywhere. I went super early to the store the last time I went to the store. Not senior time, because that's, 6 to 7 is like senior hour. Right after that, the store was jam-packed. It was on a Wednesday, too. I waited, middle of the week, beginning of the day. I'm like, yes, this is going to be the time to go. It'll be dead. No. There were so many people there. It was the worst ever. What's going on? Oh. So, yeah, I would prefer it even to be more deserted because, hey, it's on brand, right? Totally on brand. Let's look at some of these chats. I've been ignoring the chat a little too much. Letizia, I'm doing good. You? Yeah, doing pretty decent. Freaky Girls. Stock up, man. Stock up on some rum. Yeah, I'm in that mode where I'm like, I need to go get some more alcohol, but I also feel like it's not a necessity, and I really am trying not to go anywhere that I don't 100% need to go. So when I go shopping, I'm going to have to hit the store again this coming week. I'll probably go to a store that's next to a liquor store, and maybe if it doesn't look too crowded, go in there. Maybe I should explain. I live in Pennsylvania, and they don't sell hard liquor in supermarkets here. You have to go to a state-run liquor store. In fact, up until about like 6-7 years ago, you couldn't even buy beer in a supermarket. That's changed a bit now. So most stores do have the beer, but man, Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? Let's see some of the other stuff you guys. Oh, tumbleweed. Thank you, Freaky Girl. And Eric, too. Tumbleweeds. How do you forget a word like tumbleweed? It's literally a weed that tumbles. I'm like doing the whole thing with my hands. Like, tumbleweed. Couldn't figure it out. That's because I've been teaching classes all day, and I'm spent. I was starting this live chat thing, and I'm like, do I have it in me? Not really. I honestly didn't expect people to show up because I didn't schedule this. I just kind of started it. So thank you for dropping in, but also I am ill prepared for an actual live chat. This is, as you can tell from the title, testing. That's just me making sure that this damn thing works, which it seems to be doing so far. I have a widget. You see this like this empty space next to the video and underneath my logo? There, I put a widget there that is supposed to do stuff when things happen, but I'm not entirely sure how to. I think it's on. I don't know what you have to do to make it do something, so I should look into that, I guess. Let's see. I haven't been out in 6 weeks. My mom has to do shopping and asthma. Oof, yeah, 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm lucky enough that I live in an area that is pretty secluded. So, like, if I walk outside, I'm basically in the most people would consider a country. I could walk around the block and not encounter a single soul. I could go in the backyard and there's woods. So I am lucky in that respect that if I feel cooped up, I could absolutely just walk outside the house and kind of like walk around. So that is a good thing. I don't necessarily get cabin fever though. I'm pretty reclusive by nature, so I have projects and things that I work on, writing, sculpting, these videos, working for my school stuff. I'll play video games, I'll watch movies, read books, look at comics, play board games. I mean, and bake and cook and eat, and there's plenty to do and drink. We drink. Alright, some more chat, let's see. All I've seen is my dog in the last week. It's like living in The Walking Dead. Yeah, I mean, but dogs are much better than humans anyway, so that's fine. I want to see some tumbleweeds rolling around too, and ravens. Maybe some bats flying around in the middle of the day. 100%. 100%. I mean, I read these news articles where people are like, oh, the Mother Nature is taking over already. It's so deserted that the wolves are running wild and coyotes are running through the streets. And I'm like, I look outside, I'm like, well, I mean, for one, I put food outside for my outdoor cats. They're like stray cats that we just take care of. And I mean, every once in a while we see a raccoon or a possum sitting there eating alongside the cats, so it's not like that weird around here to see wildlife. I mean, there's deer in the front yard half the time anyway, so. But an errant crow is always welcome. Yeah, PA is quite strict. It sucks because there are certain things that should already be legal that aren't. Cry and shame, I tell you. I got the notification and had to stop by. Oh, thank you, Eric. Yeah, I forgot. I was supposed to let you know when I was doing this. I literally stopped my 101 class, English 101 class, and jumped onto this and like I gotta try this. I couldn't help it. I had to. I'm curious, because it just says Freaky Girls Live. Which one of the Freaky Girls am I talking to? And then 35 minutes into Two Towers. Oh, Eric is doing, Symbiotically Geeky is doing the Lord of the Rings marathon, the extended version of the Lord of the Rings, and hell yeah. I was telling him that I normally, every winter, in between the fall semester and the spring semester when I have about a month off, usually every winter I will jump in with the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition Trilogy marathon because I love it. I mean, I took a class in college it was Tolkien, and we read the entire trilogy. We read and I always mispronounce it, but it's the Silmarillion, and I know I'm saying it wrong. So we read that and the entire trilogy and had a class and like memorized stuff and had tests, and that was right around the time when the movies were coming out. I think they were maybe like, I don't think all of them had come out at that point, but yeah, I'm a huge Tolkien geek. I am not a huge fan of fantasy in general, but The Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, yeah, 100%. I mean, there was a point where I was, I had like the long pipe, and I would go out in the woods and go, oh, 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 oh. just pretend to be a wizard. Did I just admit to pretend to be a wizard? I mean, I'm trying here. I'm still trying. As soon as I go gray, I think I'm going to just go full in and get a robe and the hat and everything. And, you know, I don't think anyone will say anything at that point, because once you're old enough, people just don't, like, they don't bother you. So you could totally be just a wizard. Could be a wizard when I grow up. Let's look at the chat. What do I teach? Okay, I'll answer that in a second. Stocked up on freezer food in January and February. Good. I wish I had a chest freezer. That would have made things a lot easier. Scooped a nice tombstone blow mold this week. That's from Ross. Oh, the tombstone with the skull on it, with the skull face. I have one of those. I got one a couple of years ago, I think, at the flea market. That's the one, like, if you watch Stranger Things, they had a ton of those out in the yard. The blow molds. Oh, man, I love the blow molds. Let me answer the question of what I teach. Oh, it's Laura. Freaky Girls Live is Laura. Hello. And 11.36 hours total for the extended edition trilogy of The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that sounds about right. That is a hell of a long marathon, according to the interwebs, he says. Okay, so what do I teach? I teach English. I'm an English professor, adjunct English professor, which basically just means part-time. I teach usually 3 classes per semester. This semester I was teaching an English 101, which is composition, and English 151R. The R stands for report writing, which is kind of like getting people prepared for writing in their career fields. So we'll do memos and resumes and business letter format, email format, that kind of stuff. And an 027 writing skills workshop, which is a developmental writing course that is actually taught in tandem with the 101. So, like, usually 6 or 7 of my students in the 101 class are also in my 027 class. And it's kind of a support system for 101, where we get to do a little bit more grammar, a little bit of writing strategies, organizational skills, and things like that. Transitions are pretty big for them. And that's what I'm teaching this semester. I also sometimes teach a 151L. The L stands for literature, which I do have to admit I prefer. I notice my mic is dinging red a little bit, so I'm going to turn it down just so I'm not blowing out your eardrums. Eardrums. That's a word, right? That's a real thing? Our ears have drums, I'm pretty sure. Why does it sound so fake all of a sudden? Is that just me not being around other people for so long that I forgot what words mean things? Like tumbleweeds? Symbiotically Geeky called me Tanya. He corrected Tony. That's okay. I'm Wizard Tanya. Oh, hello. I'm almost done with my rum. That might be how I'd gauge when to end this, when the rum is gone. I'm falling way behind on these chats, by the way. All right, so what was in the pipe? Tobacco, man. It's totally 100% tobacco. I might have the pipe here in this drawer. And yes, I did say draw and not drawer. I can't say that word. That is my phone. I'm sorry. Long time no speak. 13th Wolfman. I'm doing pretty good, sir. I hope you're doing well. So far, I have avoided any sickness. Although every once in a while, I get a little tickle in my throat. Is it a little tickle? And I get super worried, and like my anxiety kicks in. I'm like, ooh. It's ridiculous, but every little tickle these days, you're like, oh no, what? I woke up coughing one night a couple weeks ago. It was nothing. It was dry. There was no humidity, and my throat was kind of dry. I needed a little water, but I woke up coughing, and I was like, total freak out. Yeah, that's the world we live in now, I guess. I think it would be cool if I would be a cool teacher and professor. Tell that to my students, man. I keep calling you Mace. It is Mary, right? I sometimes forget like avatar names or profile names versus like real names, because I'm bad at remembering things. Bing. That was Luna. I was just binging her. Just say ear holes. I got a couple of ear holes right here. Eardrum is a real word. Thank God. Because I'm kind of curious like what's going on with me these days. Was there a question I forgot to answer somewhere along the line here? I feel like there was. By the way, ask me any questions you want. I mean, we could call it an Ask Me Anything, but I'm not going to answer anything. There are certain questions I just will not answer because I'm kind of private sort of person. May not seem that way, but there are certain things I don't talk about on the internet. Hello, Rosie. How you doing? Sickness, anxiety is real. Eric is saying mine was bad last week. Felt tightness in my chest. Got worse. Thought about it. Yeah, for people who struggle with anxiety and panic attacks and things like that, this is not a great time. I have convinced myself a few times that I couldn't breathe at this point. There were at least a few times where I was like, I can't breathe right now. And my mind was totally locked in on that fact. And like I was saying to myself, like, no, you can breathe. Tony, you can breathe. And brain was like, no. And I was like, but brain, I'm breathing now, aren't I? And brain was like, but no. And I explained to my brain, I said, but I'm not passing out, you see. So there must be oxygen flowing through. And brain very logically and calmly said, you're dying. And I said, I'm not dying, brain. Brain, stop saying that. Brain did not agree with me. And it took a while to convince brain about that. Hey, it's Todd. And Sam sneaks in while he's busy and steals some vintage Halloween. Yes. Take it. I have too much vintage Halloween. Todd's just said, oh really, in all caps. And I'm not entirely sure what he's accusing me of right now. Oh really? Yes, really, Todd. We're halfway to an awkward conversation with geeky writers. Oh yeah, Todd. Is that why? Oh really? Because I'm totally down for that geeky writers talk that we've been talking about for about 3 years now. I'll be there. You just watch. I'll bring my pipe. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna look for the pipe. Whee! This is like the worst kind of thing to do right now. I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna just start looking through this drawer next to me, and it will be dead air for a good 15 minutes, and I'll come back and be like, I couldn't find it, guys. Sorry. Or I'll find it, and it's just not exciting at all. It's a pipe with a long stem that kind of sort of looks like a wizard pipe, but it's not. It's not a wizard pipe, you guys. I'm sorry to tell you. I do have a wizard staff, though, and that is real. It's gone. I'm so sad. Todd is talking. I'm hiding in my office while Erica tears up the carpet. There's no halfway about it with Tony. It's all awkward all the time. It's true. It's true. Pour another glass of rum. I will pour me one. I didn't bring the bottle up with me on purpose because there's probably only a couple shots left, and I'm kind of doling it out little by little. So I don't have it with me. Maybe next time. I'm gonna buy a new bottle next week when I go out. I can't believe that there are 11 people here and that they are actually staying. I have a quick story about that pipe, by the way. I think it's kind of interesting. You guys probably will think me crazy. I wasn't lying when I said that I used to, like, when I was like in the full throes of Tolkien fever, when I was really like totally reading the Lord of the Rings and watching the movies on a near daily basis. Um, Pretty sure I wanted to live in a hobbit hole at some point in my life. I still do, but I used to hike a lot more than I do now, and I went out hiking with the pipe, and I had it like in my belt like an idiot, and about halfway through the hike, I realized the pipe was gone. I said halfway through the hike, right? Not halfway through the pipe. Halfway through the hike, my pipe was gone, and I was super bummed. It was a cool little pipe. Anyway, I had not. I'm gonna turn this down a little again. There was not much I could do, so I went home, and it was right before winter. It was like in the fall. I was hiking around. A year passed. A full year passed. It was like the following fall, and I thought I wanted to go hiking in that area again. So I went out to the same hiking trail, and I set out on my hike, and wouldn't you know it, I found that motherfucking pipe. I found it a year later, laying in the woods. Come on! That is like, huh? That is not exciting at all, is it? I tried. I tried with the anecdotes. It was a little broken. The stem of the pipe broke. I really want to find that. I really want to find the pipe, guys. Do I have it in here? I found a pineapple guy playing a guitar. That's kind of like a pipe, right? Yeah. Pineapple guy playing guitar is like a pipe. In that they're nothing alike. What else we got in here? I got an old cell phone. Look at that. Oh, look at that guy. Ooh, vintage. I still have it. I don't know why. Look at this. It's an iPod. Remember those? They're pretty cool. Hey, iPods. Todd gave me a slow clap, which I could only assume is his highest form of flattery. He doesn't go beyond slow clap. That's like, I really blew his mind just now. Hi from India. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Smoke the pineapple. I would, but I'm pretty sure this plastic would kill me. A real pineapple, however, now that's an idea. If the rabbit holes were bigger, I'd be down to live in one. Hobbit holes. I don't know why I read that as rabbit holes. If they were bigger, yeah. I don't know. I'd probably not enjoy living underground, to be honest, but there's something interesting about it. I wish there was more rum in here. It's gone. That means I have to drink this. Garbage. It's water. Huh. Why? We already know you're crazy. Who told you? Was it Bobby? Talking about how I'm crazy. I swear to God I heard something just now. I swear it was not in my mind. Wait, what? I'm looking for a pipe? I thought... I'm gonna just... One more check. One more! And this time I promise I'm not gonna bring out a pineapple or a cell phone or an iPod. I swear. Let's see. What? That's not a pipe either. It's a lot of keychains with my name on them. Hey, look. I was in the Boy Scouts. An ice cream cone. A little gun. But it's not a pipe. Steven says, Have you seen the meme of Gandalf with the staff that says, "Me on a hike when I find a stick"? I so relate. I haven't seen the meme, but I do relate to that as well. And try Indian beverage sometime. Okay. Like what? Like give me an example and I'll seek one out and I will definitely try it. Because usually like if someone hands me something and says drink this, I drink it. Is that bad? I shouldn't do that, huh? I've been told that that can be dangerous, but you know, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go over here, guys. I'm just gonna check out one more check, one more. Oh no, this is just like to clean vinyl records, I guess, and just like clean the vinyl record. That is not a pipe though, and I promised you guys a pipe. One more, and then I'm done. One more and I'm done. Let's see. What? I found handcuffs. No, it's not. These aren't mine. Done. That's it. No more. That's where I draw the line, is when mysterious handcuffs appear from nowhere for no reason. I'm as baffled as you are. Jeepers. Jeepers. How long is my hair now? My hair is in a ponytail. Let's see how long it is. Oh Jesus. That's how long my hair is. Oh, it has gone beyond nipple length. Nipples beyond. Yeah, I don't do this very often, do I? It's always in a ponytail. But pretty darn long, I guess. Oh, now I'm really full on wizarding right now. Not like Harry Potter wizarding, though. That's not the kind of wizarding I do. I am not that kind of wizard. I have a mouse. Hello. When I start, Todd is just laughing at me now. Just straight up laughing. Todd said they belong to your ex, don't they? Oh, the handcuffs. Remember how I said there are like certain things I wouldn't answer? I don't know where they came from, man. Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. Just lots of laugh out loud. Yes, get the locks out. I don't know if am I on a delay or something? I am not entirely sure if I'm like on the, like I'm looking at the chat. I don't know if you guys are chatting on stuff that I'm saying at the moment or not. The Wizarding World of Onapar. It's a truth. All right, I'm noticing that I'm slowly losing viewers, which can only mean one thing. It's probably time for me to shut the fuck up. So that was a pretty good guess, Todd. I'm neither confirming nor denying where those handcuffs came from, but it was a good guess. Yeah, so we've been doing this for, there's a timer somewhere, 38 minutes. That feels like a good stopping point for now. Listen, I am super happy that you all stopped in. It is warming the cockles of my heart that you stuck around to chat with me. Like I said, I'm going to do this at least once a week because I'm a little bored and I'm doing it anyway for my classes, like I said earlier. So in the future, I will schedule them so you know when it's happening. That way, maybe maybe there'll be more people here, but also you'll not have to like jump in right when it's happening. But other than that, I want to go make food for dinner. I do. This kind of worked. I'm digging it. I'm going to end with. No, let me not do that. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, which has a lot of cool like options and shit. Like here, like I'm gonna do. Look, I could do something. Let me do something right before I go. I'm gonna show you my Spotify. I'm gonna show you Spotify, you guys. I won't play any music though because that could be very bad for me in terms of like copyright issues. But check it out. See? Look at what I did. I changed the screen and now I'm in a little box. Let me out. Let me out of the box. That was, I'm sorry. But yeah, there's my Spotify. I'm sharing my second screen with you. Todd loves the Antwoord. Todd is probably his favorite band, he told me. He is a huge fan. We got a little Tool, got a little Fish. Fish came out with a new album. Pearl Jam came out with a new album too. That's the Gigaton over here. I listen to a lot of weird, different stuff. There's my Primus. We got Ghost and what do we got in here? I can't even see. Oh, Saint Seneca, Oysterhead, more Fish, The Breeders, Radiohead, Pixies. Got my stream of people here. There's Mary up there. But yeah, that's the homepage anyway. I don't know. I haven't been playing anything in particular. And then if you guys are interested, you could actually follow my playlists. I have Christmas in Moon Hill, and I have Horror Writing Soundtrack, which is all instrumental, and a lot of like synthwave and stuff like that. Music from Moon Hill, and Halloween in Moon Hill. So a little couple, you know, setups that I have there for any given situation. Back to live. Hey, look at that. What? But we're back up to 9 viewers. What happened? I said I was gonna go. Yeah. Todd's like, get the fuck off. Adios, Tony. That is the rum. Hasta la pasta. False. I'm just reading chats now, so I am gonna go. Mary said I'm getting more viewers. Better not go. Yeah, right. But I gotta eat something. I'll return at a unspecified later time. But what I'm gonna do probably is I will set up a weekly or bi-weekly time and date, so it'll always be the same. That way you could kind of schedule it if you want to drop in. And I'll have actual topics to talk about next time. This was just a fly by the seat of your pants kind of deal, just to see what was happening. Maybe I'll wear the hair down from the beginning next time. Yeah? All right. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I appreciate it. And of course, this wouldn't be a video if I didn't say, breathe deep of the night. I have to find the way to shut this thing. There it is. All right, see y'all later.